Hey guys, so I'm back with another tutorial. This one's going to be a little bit different. I thought it would be pretty interesting if I did like a talk-through tutorial using all brand new products from IMATS. So you're going to get like my first impression slash tutorial, which should be interesting. So everything I have, I try not to use so that way you could really see my first reaction to it. So I don't really even know what I'm going to do, but let's get started. So I'm going to try to use all new products unless I didn't buy it. Like for example, I didn't buy foundation, but we will get started. So the first thing I'm going to use is this Scandinavia No Glow Oil Control Spray. So it's like a oil spray primer, and it's brand new. They're not releasing it until April, but they were giving samples out at Alcone where they were selling Scandinavia, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to do a few spritzes first. I just have moisturized skin. I'm actually wearing Embryolisse Embryoderm Moisturizer, which I said I was going to pick up because First Buzz uses it, and so far it's nice. It is very thick and moisturizing, which is what I need. So I have that on now. Primer. Whew, feels good, smells good. I will say that I probably sprayed a little too much, but it's okay. Let's see. Let that dry. It's supposed to control shine, so that's good. Okay, just let that dry. Let's see. Well, I'm going to use this new Embryolisse eye cream, Secret de Maquillage. So this kind of sucks because the roll top thing broke, so it doesn't work. I just have to use my finger, which is super annoying. So that is, I don't know what happened. I just got a faulty packaging. But this is good for swollen, tired eyes, really cooling. So yeah, put that on. I don't have any eyeshadow bases. Actually, I'm just going to use like a concealer like I always do when I don't have one. Oh no, I have one right here. This is old. This is my Stilo eyeshadow base in medium. Since I didn't buy one, I'm just going to pop this on because it's a nice neutral. So I have a new brow pencil from Cella. Have y'all heard of this? The name is familiar. I think probably I've seen it on social media, like others review it. So I got the taupe brow pencil. It was like $9 on sale, which wasn't bad. Okay, so this is a really skinny eyeshadow pencil, which I like. Sometimes with my brows, what I'll do is I'll just take a powder and put it on, so that way it's not all like slippery and slidey like when you put on eyebrow pencil, because you don't want that. Otherwise your brow pencil won't go on nice. So this is the HD powder from City Color Cosmetics. Just regular, HD silica type of powder. So I'm just going to pop that on my lids really quick on my brows, because I don't want them to be shiny and wet from my moisturizer. Okay, so now I'm going to apply this brow pencil. So my skin looks crazy right now. I have a pimple here, and then I was like picking at my face, which is not a good idea. So, oh Lord. Okay, let's see. So this is so far so good. It's kind of semi-dry and it has enough pigment, which is great. Because I like to get a nice precise line when I outline my brows. And this is a good color because I do like my brows a little bit lighter. It does seem to be getting a little bit gunky, tiny bit gunky in my brows. Like it's getting a little clumpy. So I might have to just kind of play with this a little bit more. The problem was if the brow pencil is a little too pigmented, it will kind of like clump up on you, which is not good. So you want a nice balance. Alright, how does it look? I think the color is really good. It's not a taupe. It is more like a brunette color, which is fine. So let's go ahead and brush that out like I said. So like I said, the pigment was starting to clump up in certain areas. I don't know. I don't love it, to be honest. But I'll use it. It's pretty good. Like, it's better than like some other pencils I've tried. Yeah. Okay. So I probably won't buy this again. Personally, I don't know. That's my first impression. Because I just love my Kat Von D brow pencil, my Tarte brow pencil. But it works fine. Like, it performs fine. Like, as you can see, my brows don't look horrible. So, truly first impression, right? Okay, so let's go to eyeshadow. So I'm really excited because I got a whole bunch of Makeup Geek pigments and eyeshadows. I probably should have unwrapped everything, right? So let's look at these pretty colors. So this one's called Sweet Dreams. I love any kind of champagne-y, shimmery gold type deals. So I'm going to open it up. I heard these don't have sifters, so yeah, you got to be careful with them. So let's put this on. I don't even, I'm just going to put it on dry. I was like, should I put on wet? Let's put it on dry. Okay. So I'm going to put it on with a flat brush. This is actually an old one from the Luxe Essentials brush set. So this is like a prototype. As you can see, it's not as nice because it was like the early stages. So I'm going to pat this on the lid. Yeah, it's just as pretty as when I swatched it. And I know that it's a great price for the amount you get. Yeah, imagine if you foiled that. That would be even more gorgeous. But it's just a really nice like lid shade, you know, when you want a little shimmer, but you don't want too much, you know, going on. Okay, so I'm going to put a more dramatic pigment next to it. So that was the Makeup Geek pigment in Sweet Dreams. Now I think I'm going to do Vegas Lights because it's really pretty and coppery. And it's more dramatic. So I'm going to shake it up so that way the color hits the lid. So that way I don't have to dip it into the pot. Oh my god. Oh, gorgeous. So messy though. Okay, so here it is. I'm just going to flip my brush over. Tap off the excess. This looks a little bit chunky. So, yeah, but it's so gorgeous. Oh my god, do you guys see that? Be still my heart. That was so corny. Okay. Yeah, really pigmented. Super good quality. Okay, so I'm going to put these away for now. I got one other pigment, but it's just like a brown bronze that I probably have something like that. So I'm going to move on to her eyeshadows. I only picked up like 6 because like the ones that I selected were sold out. I'm putting on Creme Brulee. And this is like a dupe for, I would say, like a soft brown from MAC. A little more deeper, which is not a bad thing because sometimes that does not show up on my skin tone. So we're just blending out crease transition. So this is definitely like an orangey type of eye. Yeah, so far so good. Let's see. Let's put in this color, Bada Bing, a dark brown. I'm interested to see what this actually looks like because it's dark brown with shimmer, but sometimes these kind of colors end up looking really dark. Let's see what it looks like. Taking my pointed crease brush from Stone Lace, pop that into the outer V. Yeah, it goes actually pretty dark. Now I have all shimmer except for the crease transition, which was Creme Brulee. Ooh, looks good so far. I think I'm gonna chill on Makeup Geek for a while because I have some more eyeshadows to test out, including this Mayron palette. So this is the Mayron Eye Palette number 207 PAL. It's a neutral one. So I don't know why I kind of like didn't need to buy another neutral palette, but I thought I was like, eh. Okay, so let's take this other matte brown right here, and we're gonna use it to kind of smoke out again. Ooh, it's getting real smoky now. Okay, that's enough of that. And then we're going to place a nice little matte brow bone shade. So I'm going to take the this little cream color and place it up here. Clean everything up because it's getting a little too shimmy. Okay. That's nice. This palette is pretty good if you're looking for a neutral one. I think I only paid $35 for it. But then I was looking online when I was doing my blog post for my IMATS haul, and I think it was like $45. So it's a good deal for like 8 huge shadows. Okay, blend up that color. Nice. Alright, let's move on to another eyeshadow palette. I'm just trying to use all of these, you know. This is the Alcone at Home New Metallic Shadows. So we're going to lash line. First I'm going to do a black in the waterline. This is just Maxi line, nothing new. I just keep it by my video. I have like this little video makeup setup here. And I keep kind of like essentials there that I know I'll grab for, including a black pencil because I will always wear that in my waterline. Okay, so I want to take this pretty purple. I'm going to pop that on the lower lash line. Again, this is an earlier version of the Luxe Essentials set, so you can see how far they came. Ooh. God, that is gorgeous. Do you see how that like is so electric? And I didn't even have a base under it. Because I didn't put like the eyeshadow primer on my lower lash line. What? Do you guys see this? Oh my god, so good. It's just like electric, not like the electric slide. Just electric looking. That's so pretty. I'm really excited how that came out. Okay. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to line. I already used this palette before, I will say. But I'm going to do it again because I really liked what I did last time. Which was, I used the black to set my liner because it was really, really black. So we're going to pop this on. First I'm going to put a base of the feline. Awesome. Now I'm going to take my Sidoni's angle brush from the Vortex set and dip it into the black here. Actually, no. I need to use this black from Saucebox because First Bed has recommended it. It's the blackest black I've seen, for sure. So it's this big one right here. You see it? Shake off the excess, and now I'm going to tap this on top of the liner and use it to kind of define the line. To be honest, it's not going on as what I thought it would. I don't know, I gotta play with it more. When I did this the other day with the Mayron black, it was like perfect. But I have to kind of layer this on a little bit. So now I switched to the Mayron black one, and it seems to be applying a little bit better than the Saucebox one. But again, it's just first impressions. I gotta play with it. It does seem like when I swatch the Saucebox, it seems super black. Alright, so I'm going to apply some lashes that I picked up at the show. And these are lashes in a box. This is style number, I think this is number 3. It's not on here. I think it's style number 3 or 4. I don't know. This is what they look like. So they're reasonably natural for me. So they look a little long. I think I'm going to have to definitely trim them. But I'm going to take it off the box with a pair of tweezers. They seem to be real stuck on there. So this was, for the box of 10 pairs, was $25 at the show. So I'm not really sure how much they are regularly. But that wasn't a bad price. Like, so it's like $2.50 a pair. So let's go ahead and trim these because they're definitely too long. And then sometimes when you have these lashes out of the box, they have a little extra, like lash band on the edges from where they're attached to the box. So we're going to pop this guy on. It's kind of really thin, which could be a good thing and bad thing. Good thing because it's really natural and lightweight, but bad because sometimes they don't like to form a nice little curve and lay flat. So I like to definitely, when it's like a thin band like this, use tweezers. And it feels like it feels a little bit, because they're light, they feel more natural. But you can definitely see them still. So yeah, this is a good natural one for dramatic lash wearers. So that's that. Okay, so let's move on to skin because my skin looks horrible. I'm going to just apply my Cover FX BB cream because I've been trying to use that more. Where did I put it? Not BB cream, the CC cream. So this is it right here. It's a shade G Medium Deep. I think it might be a little bit light for me though. So we're just going to put it on. We're going to put a little bit of corrector because I need it, and I didn't buy any because I just love this guy, which is the Midnight Neutralizer. I used it for years and it doesn't extremely wrong. So I'm going to apply this. This is one of the items I put on my Alcone, Best of Alcone web store. So that way you guys could get it too if you'd like. Okay, so now I'm going to do some contouring. This is going to bring back a little warmth to my skin. This is the City Color Contour Effects palette. So it's really nice because it has some darker contour shades in there, which is great because a lot of times, like, I notice like mainstream brands don't go dark enough. So we're going to apply, first I'm going to apply bronze and see how dark that goes. Oh yeah, pretty dark. It kind of reminds me of MAC's Blunt Blush. So if you're looking for a cheap dupe, you know what, I don't know what I'm thinking. I need to put down a powder first because it's sticking to my foundation. Get it together. Get it together. Okay, so I'm going to apply the City Color HD powder. So it's just like translucent. I'm using my Luxe Essentials powder brush. I can say off the bat, it's not ashy, which is good. Because sometimes with these HD powders, they can get a little asho. Not shabby at all. Okay, so let me just pop on a lighter concealer because I want to do that highlight like I like. So I'm going to take one of my Alcone at Home concealers. This is actually Krylon Dermacolor for Alcone. So it's like legit. It's not just like an off-brand. So I'm going to put this yellow one, shade number 1, underneath my eyes. And it is truly yellow. And this concealer is like awesome. Like it's full coverage and it's waterproof. So it does not go anywhere. So if you have an issue with like creasing or with you just really need a high coverage, this is good. Set that with powder because we don't want that budging. I'm going to use my Luxe Essentials cheek brush, which is fabulous, to go under here. Now that we're all powdered up, and that powder feels nice, it doesn't feel too heavy, I'm going to go back to that contour palette. Finish up. Look, that's super pigmented. So just go with the light hand. So this would be great for your kit, like, 'cause it's so affordable. Especially if you deal with tan to deep skin tones. It is to go a little red, but so does MAC Blunt Blush, which everybody uses. Alright, now they have a highlight shade in here too, but I'll get to that in a second because I want to use this Spotlight highlighter. It's like a cream. So this looks like it's kind of curly, so hopefully it's not too light for me. Because I tend to gravitate more to peaches or like champagne, but we'll see. So it's nice and creamy. It feels like a MAC cream color base, like the Shell cream color base that everyone used to use, not so much anymore, but when I first started out, everybody was using those. I like this actually. It's not too pigmented, so you won't go crazy. I'm putting that down on my cheekbones. A nice little glow. Oh, that's nice. Nice. So now we can put this one. Hopefully this isn't too light because this highlight is like a white. Let's see. Well, it comes translucent when you blend it in, so apply that. Yeah, you want to be light-handed with this guy. Okay, now we're going to put blush. Again, I'm using City Color Be Matte Blush in Fresh Melon. This blush is freaking huge. So they definitely do not skimp on their product, even though this is a really affordable line. And everything's plastic wrapped, which is great. Nice and sanitary. Okay, so I'm going to apply this. Oh my god, this is so pretty. You know what would be pretty is if I took a little bit of this and went underneath my eyes. Because it kind of brings in the orange up top. Okay, so now I'm going to put on this blush. So it seems pretty pigmented and it's matte. So just gradually build. I like it. I just use like really light strokes because I'm not like a heavy blush wearer. The only lip color I have is this really dark color. You guys think I'll be okay? Let's see. This is a City Color Cosmetics Moulin Rouge lipstick. It's actually got a lot of slip to it. So it's not like super duper intense, but it's still got a lot of color. But it's really slippery. Like it kind of slides, so you gotta be careful, but it's moisturizing. Okay, so I'm just gonna set again with a setting spray. This one's again from City Color. I got a bunch of stuff from them. They gave me a goodie bag, so. This is the City Color All Set Setting Spray with Silica. So the good thing about them is that they're super affordable, so it's totally worth trying. Okay. Spray. Test spray first. Okay. I love me a setting spray. I feel like it just kind of ties everything together, takes away the powdery look. And so this is the final look from IMATS. I think it's pretty. Yay! So yeah, that's the products I use. I really like mostly everything that I use. The Charlotte Brow Pencil was okay. The lipstick is pretty, but watch out, you need a liner. The mug shadows and pigment were nice. The Mayron shadows are nice. I will say when I was applying only those matte colors, you know, they're a little trickier to work with because they're matte. Because I did a look with these to my last makeup meetup, but they're really pretty on. What else did I like? The Alcone metallic shadows, as you can see, like they're so pigmented. The shadows from Alcone at home, I don't think people realize that they're just really good quality. So that's a plus. You definitely gotta work with those more because it's my first time using them. So yeah, all in all, I think everything turned out good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was a little different for me. Hopefully it's not super long, but I'll make sure to take pictures and put them on makeupbyrenner.com. And yeah, if you have any questions about any of these products, let me know in the comments below. But that's it. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great night. Ciao, Bellas.